Hi everybody, I am super excited for this week's video because it is currently my February break, which the Northeast I think has like this random break in February. I think it's like most of the northeastern states. I've never heard of this before, but it's just in the middle of February you get a week off. Incredible. So that is what we are entering this week. It is currently Saturday. It's Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. Honestly, you guys, I have no plans for the entire week, which I'm pretty excited about, but I thought we could just pick up the camera, record little random bits that I am doing over the course of the next couple days, and just make a little fun video for you guys. Today, I don't have much planned, but I have a couple things I'm wanting to do. First, I'm wanting to go to a needlepoint store near me. It's called Carriage House, and I need some stretcher bars for a project that I'm working on. I'm currently doing a Boston ornament. That's what I'm gonna make it into anyway. It's like a Boston round, and it's a scene of the Boston Public Garden, which is, dare I say, like my favorite area of Boston, especially in like the warmer months. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's just like dreamy to be there. And it's the cutest little like summer scene. And I'm currently working on it. I'm like, I'd say I'm like a fourth of the way done, but I don't want it to turn out like wonky. So I want to get some stretcher bars for that. And I also just want to look at some of the canvases that they have, because you never know when you're going to find something lovely that you want to stitch. So I'm gonna take a browse at what they have. So I'm gonna go there first because they close pretty early. I think they close at like 3 p.m. So I'm gonna venture down there, and then I'm going to go to Porter Square Books, which is, if you know me, a place that I frequent regularly. I love going to their little cafe that they have in the bookstore. I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna get some work done. I'm taking an extra class for like my teaching certificate in Massachusetts, and I need to get some work done for that. And then I also just want to browse what they have, because I have a planner. It's called a Hobonichi Weeks, and they always have really cute little like stationery supplies like stickers and washi tape and stuff. So I want to see what they have, and they just have lovely little trinkets. So I want to see what trinkets they have for me today. And then across the street there's also a paper source, which I love wandering around paper source, so I'm definitely gonna go there too. But that's all I have planned today. Who knows if we'll get up to anything else, but that is my fun little Valentine's Day plan. So I thought I would take you guys along with me. So I'm happy you guys are here. Oh my gosh, you guys, that was quite the failed adventure of an outing. I went to the Carriage House needlepoint, and all I needed was those stretcher bars, you know, and they didn't have the size that I needed, so that was a fail. But now I am at the bookstore coffee shop situation. So I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna get some of my work done. I want to be here for like 30 minutes to an hour getting work done. I just have some readings to do, and I have a discussion post that I need to respond to. And then after that, I'm going to wander around the bookstore and then walk across the street to Paper Source. So I'm very excited. I think it'll be really fun. And I will talk to you guys in a little bit. Oh my goodness, you guys, it has been forever since I talked to you guys last. It is currently 6:30 at night. I got home a bit ago. I picked up Chipotle on my way home because I went to the coffee shop and I got several things I'll show you in a little bit. But I went to the coffee shop and I was gonna get a bagel for lunch and they were out of bagels. So I didn't end up eating anything. So by the time I got home, it was like 5 o'clock and I was starving. So I got Chipotle. Great choice if I do say so myself. But I wanted to show you guys what I ended up getting. So at the needlepoint store, that was a total bust. I said this in the car earlier, I think, but I went for like stretcher bars, which are like what you pin your canvas to make sure that it stays really tight so that it doesn't like get like wonky when you are stitching. But they didn't have the sizes that I need. So I'm going to go to another needlepoint store on Monday and see if they have my size stretcher bars that I need. But it's not that big of a deal. And then, so that was like kind of a bust. Got nothing. I looked at the canvases that they had. Nothing really stuck out to me, so I didn't really get anything. Also, Rainey is playing with one of her toys in the back here. I don't know if you can see her, but that's the noise that you're hearing. If you can hear anything, she's playing with a toy. But after the needlepoint store, I went to a coffee shop. I went to Porter Square Books if you're in Boston. And they have a little coffee shop inside, which I love going to. I think it's such a nice little spot. And I sat and got some work done, and I was there for probably an hour or so, just getting things done. And then I decided to go across the street to Paper Source. And I did end up getting several things at Paper Source that I'll show you. First, so I have this Hobonichi Weeks planner. It looks like this. It's so stinking cute. It has like woodland creatures, like a woodland scene on it. I love it. I think it's so cute. And it's just like a little planner. Like here's an empty page to kind of show you guys what it looks like. But it just has the weekly layout on one side and then it just has a blank page on the other. And I love this planner so much. I love that it's so small, like hand for reference, right? Like it's very small. And I like that I can just throw it in any bag. It's always with me so I can see what I have to do in the week ahead. I love this thing, but I like decorating it because the pages are so plain, right? And I like that they're so plain because I can make it my own, but I want little things to decorate it with. And I have a couple things, but I wanted more. So I went to Paper Source in search of like stationery supplies for my planner in particular. So what I ended up getting, I got a washi tape. It's like little black cats. I hope you guys can see that okay. I love the little cats doing all these little fun activities. So I got that. And then I also picked up another like washi tape situation, but it's a different format. I've never seen one of these before. It's like a tape runner, but with washi tape is what I'm assuming it is. But it has this cute little star and moon design with a little cloud as well. And I love the design, but I think you just like run it over a piece of paper like you would a tape runner and it sticks to the page. So I thought that was such a fun little applicator. So I'm going to try that out. Those are my two little finds at Paper Source. And then I went back to the bookstore and then I spent so long walking around the bookstore and I found so many little goodies. You guys, with two of these things, really all of these things, I was so happy to find them and I literally was like screaming in my head. I was so beyond excited. So the first one that I got is this washi tape and it's otters. Oh my gosh. Literally, this may be my favorite thing I've ever had. In terms of stationery supplies, are you kidding? They're holding hands. You guys. There's also one with a little cub as well. It's like a mom and her little cub. How stinking cute. Again, I hope you guys can see these okay. It's hard to show you with like the glare, but they're so stinking cute. I saw this and started screaming and I had to get it. And it's like the prettiest little like blue purple background as well. So very excited about that. I also picked up these stickers. These are a goose, I believe. And you guys, I have a goose obsession. Okay, I have a goose pin on my little needlepoint bag that I got at World Market. and I saw these and I had to get them, and they were also so inexpensive. This was $3, and I was like, yeah, definitely. And it's 30 little stickers, but it's like a whole variety pack of them. There's 10 in total, or there's 10 designs and there's 30 of it in total, so there's 3 of each. And I just think each one is so stinking cute. There's so many little like winter scenes. Oh my goodness. Like this one here with the little sweater. I can't. This one is all bundled up. Oh my gosh, I love that. Or this one, this is my favorite. The little like taking a shower, getting out of the tub. I love them all so much. Oh my goodness, this might be my favorite thing I've ever had. So I had to get this. Like, are you kidding me? Look at it. That's just joy in a package. Like, it's so cute. So I picked this up. Very happy about that. And then lastly, from my little earlier outing, is I got this keychain, which I have no idea what I'm going to put this on yet, but it was so cute. I had to get it. See you later, alligator. And it's the same on both sides. And I love that it's wearing sunglasses. I love that its little arms and legs are so teeny tiny. Oh my gosh. I had to get it. I don't know what I'm going to put it on. I don't really want to put it on my keys. So I'm going to brainstorm what I want to do with it, but I had to get it. I thought it was so, so cute. So that's my last little find from earlier. Then I decided to go to TJ Maxx and Marshall's and see, or no, TJ Maxx and Home Goods, I think is the combined store there was. And I wanted to see if they had any goodies. So I did end up finding 2 things, not for myself, but for Miss Rainbug, Rainy, my cat. One of them I went in looking for, and the other one was just like a random discovery. So here's what I got. The thing that I went in for is this like bed. It's so cute. It has little pink and red bows on it, and it's really plush inside. It has like this Sherpa material. But I had one of these when I lived in Utah, and Rainey loved it. If you're one of my Utah people and you know me, you know about this bed, the lore. But Rainey had one of these and she loved it, and so I thought I would get her another one. And when I moved from Utah, it was just kind of gross, so I got rid of it. And this was all of like $10, so I got her a new one. Hopefully she enjoys that. I'm gonna set it on the ground in a little bit and see if she will get inside. The reason I got that, by the way, is because I have this like pajama drawer and it just pulls out. It's in this little like bookcase behind me. It's one of these black bins down here, and I just pull it out and I kind of like leave it open for her because she loves it so much. And I call it her pajama cave because she crawls in there and you would never know she's in there. Unless you know she hides in there, you would never be able to find her. And so I call it her pajama cave. But I thought, I don't really like keeping the drawer open. Like, I would prefer if it was closed because it just like sticks out, which is annoying. And so I thought, let me try to find her a solution to the pajama cave. So the bed is my solution to the pajama cave. And then this, it was just a random discovery. And I was like, let me try this and see how it works. This is by Arm & Hammer. It's called the Purifying Pack for Continuous Litter Box Odor Protection, and it's the fresh scent. And it comes with 2 of these little units, and then it has 12 like refill packs in it, and it just smells really nice. You can smell it through the package. It just smells like really fresh. But you can hang it up or you can stick it to the container. Like, it shows like an example of each. And so I thought I would try that because with my apartment just being such a small space, her litter box just like smells very strongly, like way stronger than it has ever smelled in my like Salt Lake apartment or anything. So I'm just trying to find little random things I can do to try to minimize that because it is quite annoying, if I'm being honest. So I thought I would try these, and again, these are all of $10, so I thought, why not try them? And if they work, I will definitely let you guys know because I think that's such a smart idea. And I think like cat owners all feel very similarly. So what a genius idea, Arm & Hammer. Thank you so much. But that is all I got today. I feel like earlier in the day, bust with the needlepoint, but the rest of the day, I feel like we got some great finds. I'm so happy with so many of the things that I got. morning, you guys. Happy Sunday. I just sat and had my morning coffee. It's currently 9 a.m. I just got ready for the day and I thought that I would take you guys along with me for today as well. I don't really have anything I need to do except for going to get my groceries, which I'm going to head out in a couple minutes to do, so that's done. And then the rest of the day is really just random bebopping around. I really want to go to Anthropologie. I saw that they have some new releases out that look really nice, so I wanted to go look at them. And then I'm gonna go to a mall with several other stores, so I'm gonna wander around and see what else I can find. I know there's an area over there. There's several things, so I'm gonna see what I can find in the area. And then I also have been looking into doing gel nails at home. I love painting my nails, but it takes so long. Specifically the drying process, it just kind of drives me crazy. And I find like painting my nails is very therapeutic. I enjoy the process of painting them. However, the drying process makes me not do it at all. I find that I always end up messing them up somehow because I just am impatient. I have things I need to do and I don't have time to just sit around and wait for them to dry. Like, I don't have hours to wait. So I have been looking into gel nails at home. I don't really want to go out somewhere and get them done, really, because like I feel fully capable of doing my nails at home. Like, I don't feel like I need to go somewhere to get them done. I love when people get like really cute designs and stuff. That's just not me. Like, I love a very basic nail. I keep my nails relatively short and I just don't really feel like paying somebody to do something that I know I can do. So I've been looking into doing them at home. I've looked into like a light I can get. I've just been looking on Amazon, you guys, nothing fancy. I looked into a light I could get, and I looked into like a couple nail polishes that I thought would be cute. So I want to go to Ulta because I've seen some things that they have in store before, and I just want to like take a glance at what they have. And then when I go to Target to get some of my groceries, I also want to look at their section because I know that they have a couple things as well. So I just kind of want to take in what everybody has so that I can have a better view at what my options are. So that's our plan for today, and I will show you guys what I get, if anything, and I think it'll be really nice. Also, update on Rainy's bed that I got her at TJ Maxx last night. This little bed, she absolutely loves it. Oh my goodness, she has been so cute. She has been in it more than she has not. I woke up this morning, she was in it. I went to bed last night, she was in it. She loves it so much. I've taken a couple clips that I've inserted so far, and she's just so adorable. So I'm so happy she likes that. Great $10 investment, and so that's such a win. All right, guys, I am home from my little outing. I went to Anthropologie. I didn't end up getting anything there. I really just go there for like inspiration because things in there are just so expensive that it's hard for me to spend that much on things. So I go there mostly for inspiration, and then I go cheaper places like TJ Maxx, Home Goods, and I try to find things like similar style, or I'll go to World Market a lot of the time. That's one of my main places I go for like an Anthropologie dupe that's a little bit less expensive. So I didn't end up getting anything there. But afterward, I went to Aerie, and I was able to find two things that I wanted at Aerie, so I thought I would show you those. Both of these items are definitely for warmer weather, so it's going to be months before I can really wear either of these things that I got. I got two pieces of athletic clothing. One is a pair of shorts and one is a skirt, and both of them are definitely for warmer weather, so it's gonna have to wait quite a bit, but I'm excited to wear them whenever the weather starts to warm up and is not 30 degrees like it is today. So first of all, I got this black skirt. This is just like a black tennis skirt kind of. And it has shorts underneath, it has like spandex shorts. And then it also has this cute little tie on the front. But I just thought that was so cute, and I thought I could wear it with like an athletic outfit or just like a normal outfit in the summertime. So I thought that was a good little find, and it's really comfortable and it has pockets. So I thought this was a win. And then the second thing that I got is kind of like a throwback to like childhood shorts in my head, because I feel like these were really popular when I was growing up. These give like old Nike or Adidas like gym shorts in the best way possible, like in the cutest, best way. They're adorable in my mind. They're navy. And do these not give like an upgraded like Sophie short? Do you guys remember those? I feel like that's what these give. Or like a Nike or Adidas gym or like soccer short. I feel like that's what these are giving. And then they have like a blue strip on the side, like a light blue side. And then they have these like white details as well. But I thought these was so cute. I love these. I thought they were adorable. And they also have pockets and these zip, so that's a win. But I just thought they were so, so cute. I'm going to wear these all the time. And on, you guys, so cute. And again, I thought I could wear these athletically, but also in like an athleisure in the spring and summertime. I just thought these were so, so cute. So those are my two finds. I'm very happy with my two purchases. I didn't end up getting anything else. I did walk around to a couple of different stores, but nothing was speaking to me. And really, I don't need to be spending any more money. So that's my purchase for today. I am going to go to Ulta and see if they have anything for my like gel manicures that I want to do at home. I don't think I'm going to purchase anything, so you guys probably won't see me again this afternoon unless I do randomly end up picking something up. But you'll probably see me later on in the week whenever I end up going on another outing. So thank you guys for staying along, and I'm happy that you guys are here. Hello, it is the next day, and I wanted to show you guys, I did end up going to Ulta last night, and I did end up purchasing a couple things. So I wanted to show you what I got. I didn't end up getting anything for my like gel nail journey. I'm just gonna have to order some things on Amazon is what it's looking like, because nowhere that I can find has anything that I need. Maybe I could try like a Sally's Beauty or something like that. I don't know if there's one around here, but I could try to find one of those. And maybe I'd have some success there. But in the places that I've been so far, the journey has not been very successful. But here's what I got at Ulta. First, I got a face mask. This is by Anua. And this is the Peach 70 plus niacin. It's their brightening collagen mask. I love these masks, you guys. They are pricier. I think this was $6. And it's only one mask, but they are such high quality masks. It comes in two pieces. One piece is for like your eye area and forehead, and one piece is for like your chin and nose. And they stay put. Once you put it on, it stays exactly where you put it. It doesn't slide. That's my number one issue with like an actual face mask that's not like a cream that you put on. I find that masks like this just slide down your face, and then there's no point of even having it on, right? It just feels like a waste. This actually stays put. And it changes colors so that you know when it's like time to take it off. It says a color changing collagen mask with solidified essence to help the skin feel firmer and smoother, enriched with nourishing peach water and collagen. So I thought that sounded really nice. So I'm going to do a little self-care evening tonight and use this as one of my little items. And then I also got from the Inky List, this is their starter retinol serum. It's supposed to smooth, even, and refine. And I've been wanting to try a retinol for the last like year or so. But honestly, the whole retinol space just sounds very overwhelming to me. And every time I start looking into it, I just decide it's not for me. It just feels like a lot. But this sounded really easy, and it was all of like $15 at the store. So I'm gonna try this. It just has a really low percentage of retinol. That's why it's the starter serum. They also had another one that was like the advanced serum version of this. And so after I finish this one, I would love to move on to the next one. But my skin is so sensitive. I have really like eczema, dry skin, especially on my face, and I find that it just reacts really easily to a lot of products. So I didn't want to overwhelm it with a product like the advanced serum before I tried this one. So this is 1 fluid ounce, and it is just like a really nice package. I really like the Inkey-less packaging because it's very minimal, right? Like there's nothing super exciting about the package, but it's not super expensive, and the ingredients are good. It feels a lot like The Ordinary to me, if you guys are familiar with that product. Hello. If you guys are familiar with The Ordinary, that's kind of what this feels like to me. It just feels like very no nonsense, like just giving you the best product possible for pretty inexpensive, you know, like there's no like gimmickiness to it. And I really appreciate that. But it's just supposed to smooth lines and even texture. That's what it says. So I will let you guys know how I feel about that. I did use it last night for the first time. It says to start by using it 2 to 3 times a week. And so I tried it yesterday. I'll skip it today, and then I'll do it again. So I'm going to do every other day this week and see how my skin reacts. When I woke up this morning, it did feel like my skin was like kind of dry. So we'll see how the skin feels as we continue to do this. But if I like it, I will definitely report back to you guys. It'll be in one of my favorites if I really enjoy it, because I do hope I really enjoy it. That is everything I got at Ulta last night. Today is currently Monday. It's President's Day, and I don't have any plans today. I just want to go to the needlepoint store. I have a needlepoint store that's really close to me. It's called Stitch Boutique Boston, and I can walk there. I'm going to take the bus because it's so much faster. But that is my local needlepoint store, my LNS. I really want to get my stretcher bars. If you guys remember, I tried to get my stretcher bars earlier in the week, and I could not find them at the place that I went. So hopefully this next needlepoint store has them for me, and I can get those and keep working on my Boston ornament. The rest of the day I have nothing planned. I did put in an order to get some photos for these frames printed out, because that's been a whole ordeal, you guys. I have tried to get those photos printed out several times at this point, and every time the photo order gets rejected from Walgreens. So I don't know what is going on with that. It's an 8x8 photo, so I'm assuming it's just like the weird size gets it declined. I have no idea. So hopefully, I think this is my 3rd time trying. Hopefully 3rd time's the charm. And hopefully we can get some photos in there, so it's not just like my fake family up there. But I will take you guys along with me to the needlepoint store, and I will show you guys if I get anything when I'm there. Hello you guys, it has been quite a while since I talked to you guys last. What a successful day this has been. First of all, I was able to go to Stitch Boutique Boston, and they had my stretcher bars. Very exciting. So I was able to get 2 7-inch mini stretcher bars, and I'm so happy to have these so I can actually put my ornament on stretcher bars. Stitching with stretcher bars is my preferred way of stitching. Because I didn't have stretcher bars, I was stitching my Boston round without stretcher bars, which many people prefer to stitch without stretcher bars. It's not for me. I'm very much prefer stitching with stretcher bars. It makes me feel better knowing that my canvas is not going to come out super warped. And honestly, it's just easier to hold. Like, it's easier to stitch because it's so tight on the stretcher bars. your needle just goes through so much easier, and I feel like I'm able to stitch so much faster on stretcher bars as well. So stretcher bars are my best friend. So very happy to have these. After Stitch Boutique, I wandered around Newberry Street. I took a couple clips, but I didn't end up getting anything, and it was honestly just like my walk back from Stitch Boutique Boston. And then afterwards, I went to Walgreens because I was able to get my photos printed out for my picture frames. This has taken so long, you guys. I have had these frames up for 6 months. A ridiculously long time. And they have been blank for the entire time. So it's about time that they've had some actual photos of me and my friends in them. So here's what I got. These are all from Walgreens, by the way, if I didn't say that already. But I was able to get this print of me and my friend Z and our friend Casey. So I love that photo so much. I'm so excited to have that one. And then I also got this one printed out of me and all of my Salt Lake people. This was the last day of me living in Salt Lake. We had like a little dinner. My mom had flown out because she was helping me drive across the country. And we had like a lovely little dinner at this nice place in downtown Salt Lake. And it was just such a lovely evening, and I'm so happy that I have this photo to remember it by, and it's all of my favorite people in one photo, so very happy to have that. And then I also printed out this one of me and my mom because we always need a little Catherine in our lives, so I got that one as well. But very excited to have those, and I'm going to switch those out tonight. So in future videos, you guys, look in the background. We no longer are going to have my fake family up there. Honestly, I'm gonna miss them. And then also at Walgreens, I had so much fun, you guys. I was in Walgreens for probably an hour and a half. No lie. It was ridiculous how long I spent in that store. Don't sleep on Walgreens, you guys. Sometimes if I can't find things at Target, Walmart, wherever I'm at, Walgreens or like CVS, like random drugstores, they pull through. Really, they do. Because oftentimes it's like older people who are shopping at these stores, and sometimes they're not buying the stuff that I want to buy, and so all of that stuff is still there for me to purchase instead of being sold out everywhere else. So I made out like a bandit, you guys. I got so many good things, all for my nail journey. I'm so excited. So here's what I got. First of all, I saw this, and this is what initially sparked my excitement. The jaw was on the floor. When I saw this, I froze. This is the Olive & June Gel Polish Starter Kit, and I saw a girl do a review of this, and she loved it, so I'm so excited to have this. This was around $30, which I thought was really good because it comes with a light, and from the ones that I've seen on Amazon, the light in general costs you around $30. And so for the whole thing to be $30, I thought was pretty good. And of course, like, the light's not going to be the highest quality, right? Like, this is just at home, right? So I'm expecting it to be okay, but I'm not expecting anything crazy. I will give you guys a review of what I think of this, by the way. If I like it or not. And then it also comes with a couple additional supplies. It comes with a base coat and a top coat for your gel polish. And then it also comes with a peel off base coat, which is not meant for gel polish, just like normal nail polish, which is awesome because I have a whole collection of normal nail polishes that I still want to use every once in a while. So it comes with those three, which I thought was great. And then it also comes with a nail file and a cuticle pusher. And also a prep pad, like an alcohol pad. And again, it was $30. I feel like not too bad. It tells you like the steps of how to do a gel manicure at home. And I just thought it was a really good deal. So I'm happy to try this out, and I will, again, keep you guys updated on that. After I saw that, that was the last one, by the way. There was like a whole stand of Olive & June stuff. And that was the last of that starter kit on the shelf. So it was meant for me, you guys. It was meant for me. Next to it, there was a couple other things that you could buy, and one of them was this. This is the Salon Speed Soak Off Non-Damaging Reusable Removal System. And it comes with these silicone caps. This is the main reason I got this, is these little pink caps that you can put on your hands. And basically, they give you an acetone remover as well, but you just soak a cotton pad in acetone, and then you lay it on your nail, and then you put the cap on top, and then you let them sit for like 10 to 15 minutes because it takes a while. And I just thought that was such a genius idea, and I had seen these online and I was like, I just want the caps. Like, that's what I want this system for. The other things are nice to have, don't get me wrong, but I got this just for the silicone caps. Also, from Olive & June, I got this nail and cuticle buffer set. To go along with that, I got this from Sally Hansen. It's their instant cuticle remover, and it's supposed to like dissolve your cuticles on your nail in like 15 seconds or something crazy. So I'm excited to try this. This has been around for forever. I've seen several people use this and I think they've liked it. So I'm excited to try this. I don't have like really bad cuticles on my nails, but I've heard that gel manicures last way longer if you are like really good about prepping your nails beforehand. So that's what I'm gonna try. So I got these to kind of go together. And then last but most exciting, I got 2 gel nail polishes, both very much my speed. I got this, let's see, this is like a navy blue, like a deep navy blue. I just thought it was so pretty. When I do with my nails, you guys, I will show you, but it just is like a really deep, dark, like indigo navy blue color. This is the shade Suited. And if you're familiar with Essie nail polish, I have a nail polish from Essie that I've had probably since middle school. I've gotten like various bottles, right? Like I haven't had the same bottle since then, but I have used this nail polish since middle school, and it is called After School Boy Blazer. If you know, you know. It is such a good color, okay? If you are in need of like a deep, dark blue that almost looks black, but like has a little bit more depth to it than a black does, Essie has figured it out. And I'm hoping that this gives a similar color to that Essie nail polish because I wear that nail polish very often. So high hopes for that one. The second one that I got is a deep purple. This one is called SD, like SD card, the letters SD. And this one is a deep dark purple. Again, I think you can probably barely see that, but I'm hoping this one. I also have used a nail polish in the past from OPI called Lincoln Park After Dark. Everybody and their mom has heard of this nail polish color, right? Like nothing crazy here, but it is such a good color. It is like this deep maroon, lovely dark red color. And I'm hoping that this can kind of emulate that in some way. So I have really high hopes for both of these nail polishes. I don't want to be disappointed. But I do have some high hopes for these. Hello you guys, happy Tuesday. Today I just have a couple things that I wanted to get done, and I thought I would bring you guys along with me again today. And first of all, I want to talk about a book that I'm reading. I just started this. It's called For the Wolf by Hannah Witten. And so far I'm really enjoying this. I'm only a couple pages in. I'm like 3 chapters in, so I still have tons to go. But as of right now, I'm really enjoying it. In the past, I've read 2 books that are like a series. It's called One Dark Window. That's the first book. And then the second book is called Two Twisted Crowns. I have them over here, that's why I'm looking. And they are some of my favorite books I've ever read. They are like fantasy. They're like romantasy, right? But the fantasy aspect is not crazy. It's very much like believable in a sense, and the magic system is very easy to understand. And when I'm reading a fantasy book, it has to be like that because I just get confused. And they're also dark fantasy, and so is this one, which I just enjoy. I think that adds like a fun element to it. And so I'm really enjoying this book so far, so I'll keep you guys updated on future videos how I feel when I'm more of the way into that. But that's what I'm going to plan on doing today, is reading and then also doing some needlepoint. Because I did end up getting my stretcher bars, which are such a saving grace for me, so yay. And currently I'm about to put up my photos that I got at Walgreens last night into my picture frames, and I'm gonna hang them up so that they're all nice and ready to go. And then I'm going to attempt to do my nails, you guys. So I'm gonna take you guys with me for those few things, and then that'll be the end of this week's vlog. So I'm gonna find a place to prop you guys up and get some things done. Here they are, you guys. I think they look so good. I'm so happy with how they turned out. So here I've got my picture of me and my mom. This is in my hometown where my mom still lives. They decorate the like town square really cute, and so we took that picture over Christmas this year. These are my Salt Lake friends the night before I left at a lovely little dinner. And then here's me and my friends Z and Casey up at Snowbird, which is one of my favorite memories. Update on the nails, you guys. Here is how they turned out. I think they turned out really good. This is the hand I did second, and this is definitely the better hand. Here is the hand I did first, and I think they look fine. They're just like a more like see-through, kind of like jelly nail polish, whereas this side is definitely more opaque and, in my opinion, looks better. I decided to use the color Suited, which I thought was going to be like my after school boy blazer. And I think when I get good at this, it will be like that. So I'm really happy I got that shade, but I'm happy with how they turned out, you guys. That was definitely a learning process. Definitely a little bit tricky to figure out from somebody who's never done a gel polish before. However, in the future, next time I do this, I think it'll be so much easier. Just from that quick, like, first time trying it, I learned so much. A couple things I learned. One, the light, when I would put my hands in. So first of all, I read in the instructions, because it comes with this little like pamphlet, right, to help you. And so I was reading the instructions, and it was saying that you need to do really thin coats so that it doesn't get super like gloopy. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense. And honestly, like when I paint my nails normally, I feel like I'm pretty good about doing thin coats anyway. So, but I was like really diligent about doing really thin coats on this hand. But I did the base coat. The base coat comes with the like starter pack system. It comes with a base coat and a top coat. And they're like slightly smaller than the normal color bottles that you get, but honestly, great for like a starter pack, right? And so I did the base coat, I did my color, and none of those were drying. I would put them in the lamp, and I had set them multiple times, right? Like I had put them in the lamp, like did the base coat, put them in the lamp, set it for a minute, because that's what it said to do in the instructions. I take them out, and it's like sticky, right? Like a normal nail polish would be like sticky if it's not fully dry. That's what it felt like. And I was like, okay, so I need to put it in for more time, right? Because in my head, I'm thinking it needs to cure completely. And actually, that was like a waste of my time, because I did several rounds of color. So I put on the Suited color 3 times, right? This is like 3 versions of that, but with really thin coats, like nearly like see-through, because I thought the coats were too heavy, right? I thought that's why it wasn't curing. And so I was doing these really thin coats. It still wasn't curing. And so I was like, whatever, we're just going to keep going with the process. I put on the top coat, I put it in, I take them out, all of a sudden, all cured. Right? So that's the trick, is that you have to get all the way through the process, get to the top coat, and then at that point, they're like fully cured. So that's what I've learned in this process. And so on this hand, I decided to do thicker coats, because I was like, okay, so clearly the thin coats were not the issue. I can do like a thicker coat and be fine. So on this hand, I did a thicker coat, and I think they turned out so much better for that reason alone. And I also was able to do this hand much faster, because I wasn't like using the light as many times. Like I didn't have to repeat the light process as often, because I expected them to come out and still have that like sticky, not fully dried feeling. So I did the base coat, 3 coats again on this hand, slightly thicker coats, and then I did the top coat, and then was fully done. So they each have the exact same amount of coats on, just this hand has like a heavier hand of a coat. And I think they look so good. I also learned that you have to be really diligent about cleaning the like skin around before you cure them. And honestly, I am interested to see how long these last, because I feel like I was not good at cleaning the area around my hands. I was trying, but I could have been a lot better at that. And I think like I'm gonna pick at them, like specifically my thumb. There's like some polish. It's kind of like hanging over the edge of my thumb, and I just know I'm gonna pick at that. So I'm interested to see how long these last based on that fact. I think the ones that are like painted really well, like the fingers that I'm not going to pick at, I think they'll last a really long time. So I'm interested to see that. But the fingers that I kind of like messed up on, like my thumb in particular, I'm interested to see how long the polish lasts on those fingers. But great learning experience. I think once I get the hang of it and actually like practice a couple times, I think I'm going to love this process, because I think once I get the hang of it, it's going to take me a very similar amount of time to painting my nails, probably around 30 minutes, but I don't have that annoying wait time after painting my nails, right? Because I would paint them, it takes me like 30 minutes, and then I would have to wait a solid like 2 hours waiting for them to fully dry. And even when I thought they were fully dry and I would start to go about my day, when I would go to bed, it would get like creases in the nail polish, or I would be doing something random and it would like slide the nail polish, right? So like they weren't fully dry, and I would end up messing them up. And so it just felt like a waste of time to paint my nails. Whereas now it took me, that painting time took me probably an hour. Start to finish. It was a very long time. But when I get faster at them, right, I think it'll take me around 30 minutes to do both hands. And then it's 30 minutes and I'm fully done, right? Like I can go about my day and continue as normal, right? Like they're fully dry. So I really am happy that I got that, you guys. I think that's a really great investment. So yay about that. But for the rest of the day, I really have nothing to do. I have a couple random like things I need to get done like on my computer. Not super exciting, but I'm gonna read my book, I'm gonna do my needlepoint, I'm gonna relax and just have a wonderful rest of my day. So I hope you guys have enjoyed following along with me for the last few days, and I will see you guys in next week's video. Love you guys. Bye.